Alright guys, what's up? This time it's time for another guide, for another class, and it's Prophet. So, what we do, first off, I'm gonna showcase it really quick. We will scale Maelstrom to clear the map pretty fast, and it will look something like this. Like, this will clear a lot of the map, and the AoE will get even bigger. The good thing about this build is you don't need to swap to single target, since you have single target built into your kit with wounding powers. Or you can just do this, for example, to push even more single target damage out. And you can even combine it with Maelstrom as well. Alright, let's go for the gear showcase real quick. And the options you have. So, for the helmet, we use a negative res build, so the Lucifer's Crown is technically business slot, but you can use Colossal Avenger for the start if you don't have enough money. Raven's Claw to scale more crit chance, crit damage. Same for the Executioner's Cocoon, whatever. Just more damage with the enhanced damage on it. I have enhanced damage jewels inside here, like full 35%. For the weapons, you want these to scale Maelstrom even harder, because these weapons have a giga metric ton of attack damage value on them. They have all skills, and they have a metric ton of vitality on it, and they have like target defense ignore as well, and 50% crushing blow. And the vitality is added as attack damage, so it's like, it's just a insanely good weapon. You want at least 5 to 7 all skills on them, with at least 100 plus vitality to make them pretty decent. For the rings, you use 2 Void Bombers if you don't have the Recruit's Ritual Bands, so you scale the Maelstrom even further, because it's area of effect and explosion with this skill right here. It makes it area like explosion as well. It's pretty nice to scale it up, since this ring is it's just insanely good. Not even funny. When you don't have the El Patrons, you will go for Girdle of Eternal War with like either physical skills or cold skills, since the skill is cold as well. For the hands, you will go Marauders Fighting Mitts. You will 5-star them to like get even more like face breakers out of it. And the strength is like giga notch on top. For the boots, you will just go Tarek straight off to scale the negative res build even further. Most of my charms are enhanced damage actually, except these 3. Like the Bob's Grenade, just scale my Maelstrom even further, same for the Barrel of Explosiveness and the Detonator. Then I just use Torsteins and like overload the dice to scale my Maelstrom even further. Alright, time for the skill tree. Alright, for the skill tree we have 2 options. For the first one, like this is the base skill tree I have right now. You need to have, I mean, you could scale some things different in here, like and put some points wherever you want, but I mean, this is the setup I'm running right now. This is the sub skill tree for Maelstrom. Then we have the Wounding Paw. Then we need the Stormhawk. Like we are like just permanently in this form to like fly through terrain and shit, and like this is for single target. And the leaping charge to move across the map. Alright, if you want to scale your Maelstrom for single target damage as well, you will go this node down here, like on a separate, like everything is the exact same except that you scale this node. Since this one is way better for like single target damage, but it's way worse for like AoE clear, because it's doesn't have like giga ultra explosions. So this one is for Chaos Towers and bosses, but technically you don't need to swap if you just use Wounding Power. Alright, now it's time for, oh wait, I forgot to show like the Worm skill tree. And my Spirit of the Forest skill tree. Alright, now it's time for the incarnation tree. Alright, for the incarnation tree, you need to have these skill nodes down here because we are playing a negative resistance build. And this is super important, especially when you dual wield as well. So you need 100% the dual wield node and later on this node. So you need quite a lot of hero levels to make this actually work, but the Prophet is a pretty good class to start level up first. After you got these, you can decide to go right here, but if you go this node, you get a lot more HP. With a drawback, you lose a metric ton of damage. But it's worth it, we need the HP to stay alive with this build. And after you got this, you can decide if you want to go like these nodes as well. You don't really need to do them for the start. But I mean, you can do it technically. And you don't need to take this path first. But I would recommend it because you have the black hole to path instantly over here. So, but you could argue that you only take these nodes down here to save some points. So you don't have this side. And you instantly go down here into this path. On the other hand, we have the increased area of effect radius of all skills. Sorry. And the 8% chance to cause monster damage by an explosion to unleash an additional explosion. This is pretty decent. Alright. I think basically this is everything. I will showcase in a second the bossing capabilities and the mapping capabilities of this skill. Alright, for mapping, let's see what we can do. So I just activate Maelstrom and just dash through here. And as you can see, like everything is just insta dead in Inferno. Even in 4-man, this is like pretty decent to play with. It makes a lot of fun. But the drawback is you're pretty slow if you use these weapons. You could, I don't know if you can swap them out actually, because this only works because these weapons have so much attack damage. But what you could do is like remove the nut runes and insert actually good attack speed jewels. This would work. Alright, mapping capabilities are shown. Let's go for the bossing parts. Alright, here we go for the little showcase for when I'm like a quick little Luna kill. I'm helping like right now this person. Alright, I'm gonna set up my summon spirits. I will press the worm. I mean, it's not really needed in here, but still, just some extra stats. Basically, now I will just pop everything, my potions, attack, and she's gone. That's it.